Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is, I think, part 13 of Studio Lou Design Team Carte de Visite, which is a calling card that is in the form of a photograph, and the context here is in the forest. Digital kit, and Cindy at Studio Lou's Patreon account linked in the description below. I keep forgetting to say that, but I don't keep forgetting to do it, so boo, yes. Okay, so I think I have come to terms with the notion that this needs to be not a tie, but it needs to go there. And so my next thing is going to be what the ties actually are. We're not going to worry about those two things at the moment because we have a lot of stuff to do. And Impressionable Youth, I saw, who did I see? Rachel at Roxy Creation do her, she does every Friday Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and it has been for some time new things, and she's sort of doing a little bit of a twist this year on it, and she's doing a mass make of things, and she did a kind of flippy outy pocket thing. She calls them large pockets. I want to do a couple for this journal. And what do we have to do? We got to here and we were gluing things in. So what do I want to do? I want to do the pockets. Okay. Alrighty. That's getting us away from our goal, but whatevs. So we have these left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we do need to have this at some point. We could do that as well. Okay, so I'm gonna just sort of say this out loud. I think I have used a lot of this kit. I think I've used all of it. At least something from every page, and certainly loads of the pages. Look at us go. All right, so what did Rachel do? So she did a mass make, so she did one to just sort of get the idea of what we were doing. And then she went to town doing some mass making. And this, what we have left, that's spring. That's fall. Come on, you can do it. That could be like a summer. Spring, summer, fall. That's not winter, but it's dark. Or we do something different, or we only do 3. I lost the plot. Which one was I doing? Here. Okay. Wow. Focus. So what she does is, so this is going to be the edge, and then you fold it over like that, and then you fold this in by a lot. Oh wow, that photograph just lands perfect. So what do we do? Do some gluing. Here. Oh, yeah, we're getting close to the end of this, aren't we? So it is very warm out. Seasonally unwarm. Seasonally unwarm? Seasonally, unseasonally warm. I knew I'd get it. There. Okay. And then we are going to glue down that way and across that way. So the weather clearly has an effect on my overall energy levels because I have been up since 6 and we have done shopping. We've been over to the neighbors. We have been busy. There. Then what does she do? She does this. Oops. A little bit of a indicator that there's a pocket there. An indicator that there's a pocket there. We might need to cut this down a bit because I don't know that I have any tags that are quite this high. So the way this works is as follows. So let's assume this is our journal page. So we do this. We glue down here, up here, and up. You in frame. There we are. That's better. Good job. So we're going to glue along here, along here, along here on the edge of the page. And this becomes one spot. And then on this side, we don't have to do anything. It's a swing out pocket. These are going to be amazing. Glue. So let's mass make the rest of these. And I might only need one for this journal. I might just be able to pick and go. And that's fine. So this, I think you need to sort of look at the photograph and see, or the page that you're dealing with, and see what makes the most sense. So for this one, this makes the most sense to be the thin one, and this one makes the most sense to be the large side. So that's what we're going to do. And she doesn't do any particular measuring. She just sort of folds with her heart. Measure with your heart, fold with your heart, which I think is really helpful. There. And then this one's going to be amazing. And she leaves a little bit of a space there to be able to cope with the over the pagey thing. There. Ooh. And you could probably put something there. I will show you what I thought. Those of you who've been with me a while absolutely know what the sound is. It would just be funny. It needs to be further in and a little bit lower. I kind of think that's what we ought to do. When we get there, if it goes in the journal, that's what I'll do, or whenever we get to an actual journal. That seems perfect. Okay, so that's one fold, and we're going to glue momentarily. So this one, yeah, I think it's going to be that side. I keep doing, see that and that end, that is not a straight line. So I'm folding over about 1/2 inch. It's kind of what Rachel did. There we go. Much better. Nope, she would have done less, maybe 1/4 inch. Do that. folds over this way. This kit was made for these kind of pockets. Absolutely made. So this would be, oh, like, yes. So you'd have a pocket, you'd be going through the journal, you'd have a pocket there, and then you would turn the page, and then you have a swing out pocket like that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, that's 2. And I think we have 3, one more. And I want to do you. Let's do 3/8. That's probably 5/16, but you fold in whatever way makes you feel comfortable. Oops. There we are. There. There. Yes. Like you could just do a little bit of writing there. Same thing with that and that. So no, you could do write with this here as well, and that is just use a different pen color. That's what you do. So we're gonna mask. Do we want to do one more? Maybe one of these. Maybe this is where she goes, because that color kind of matches. Focus. I'm not angry at myself when I say focus, just I feel like that needs to be said out loud. It's doesn't sound as gentle as it is received. Oh, look at the enjoyable palette knife spreading too. Okay, that was one that I did. The early ones, it's probably, no, it's not straight. Okay, stop, not making it better. Not making it better. She's all dippy canoe. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, poor dear. I gotta turn her over. She's looking at me. Oh dear. There. Oh, this is so nice. There. This is a wide one. They do not need to be precise. I should probably keep one also for the idea bin. Here. Okay. Good job. Ooh, nearly out of glue. Nearly done. Okay, so we've got those 3 sorted. Do I need that? I don't know. I'll fold it over that way. And then we've got this. Yes. So we're going down that way and across. When Rachel was doing this, she was regularly checking to make sure that she was gluing the right 2 sides. So this is always going to be the right side, but do you do the bottom or you do the top? And if you happen to do the wrong end, just trim it off and you'll be fine. And do it again. Next up is this way. Oops. Wow, that was a bit chunky. Come on, you can do it. Wow. That is a lot of glue. Okay. I've got to go out later and get bird seed. I've gotten groceries done, but the grocery store is open 24/7. Garden store is not. Now that the Christmas season is over with, it's back to off-season hours. And so I gotta wait a couple hours. And it's like, I could wait. I could find other things to do in the community. But let's go home and make some stuff. So that's why I'm here. Because I've been hot to do this particular thing since I saw it. And then that way. Let's see if we can go a little slower this time. Oops. Phew. Sorry. Sorry. I'm in the middle of a glue thing, or otherwise I would have put you on mute or on pause. There, okay, get rid of you. There. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Out of the way. Oot, 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 out of the way. And now we do some cookies. Oops. Wow. Here. Okay. That's a good job done. And this and this might have to go together. That's what I said. Is what I said. We have these two. Oops, oops, oops. So everybody's on that side. Yes, everybody. Nope, not everybody. That's good. Now then, what do I want to do? Part of me wants to just sort of fussy cut her out. She looks very much like a flapper. This is a sort of a standard image of Emily Carr, sort of with this kind of a headband thing happening, or a sort of a very specific kind of flat toque. some of you out in YouTube land might call a toque a beanie. There. Put eyes on it. Let's. I just want to see. I wouldn't have tried, I don't think, had the dog's tongue not been sticking out. Come on. I will not do this. This is supposed to honor a great artist. So let's do that, and then maybe have some kind of a zippy background. Something like that, maybe. Sure. What am I doing? I'm going to glue that to that. Okay. I'm going to put you down there. Hello. There we are. Good job. There should be one more left. No? Yes? I don't know. Nope, we're going in for a large one. There. Kind of like that. There, and I know that bottom is not great, but there we are. And then sort of more, where's it here? Like that. That'll work. Yes, it will. Yeah, it'll be fine. We're all good. There. Ooh. I like that a little better because it's got yellow in it. Well, that's exciting. All right, see how this works. The package said, and then peel off the red bit. It did not indicate how easy it was going to be to do. Come on, you're done. You're done. Come on. There we are. A lot of static cling happening. this way. I like that way better. That is pretty terrific. Okay. So that's going to go over page that way. Yep. I feel like I almost want to, I wonder if I can do that. Do I have anything kicking around? Oh, here. This is what we can do. Hang on. This is why we're at episode 13. Because I did not come to this with a plan. I came to this with excitement and curiosity and a desire to enjoy myself to the fullest. And I am absolutely doing that. Okay, so what am I trying to do? I was trying to spell Emily. Emily. M. I. Emmy. Do I want to spell her last name? Carr? Oh, well, we're up. M-I. Don't let me forget to check the spelling of her name before we stamp this. I need an L. I love these a lot because the functionality of being able to plunk them together is great. Not such a M-I. Lee. A fan of the having to disassemble and assemble, and that doesn't fit neatly in the box again. I think that's the way we spell her name. Where'd the sheet go with her name on it? Anyone? Nope. Maybe in here. Oh, the stamps. Emily Carr. C-A-R-R. Yeesh. All right. Emily Carr. Emily Carr. Emily Carr? Emily Carr. Pick away. Stars and garters. This B is not going to show up, but it will show up in terms of being able to have a space. Okay, purple? Let's do purple. She was a big fan of purple. Okay. Whoops. I'm going to try what I sometimes do with these stamps, and I try not to do it, and I always forget, is I will stamp this down and I will rock it back and forth like this, and I'll get the edges as an imprint, and I don't want to do that with this one. I'm trying not to. Wow, you can barely see that. I don't know what to do with that now. I'm going to leave it be. It is okay to have people have to bring themselves to an image. And I have this fish. And I don't know why I want to put this on her page, but I do. Makes no earthly sense. Except that salmon is a representation of the West Coast. It was absolutely a symbol of the peoples that whose lives and terrain she wanted to memorialize. Oh, how do I turn this over? Nope, we're not going to do it that way. I want it to go there. All right, so far so good. There. Oops. There's a thread there that I do not appreciate. There. The dog sticking the tongue out, it's funny. Okay, now we've got all of that. This one for sure needs, so we can put this aside, I think, for the mow and return to our previously scheduled sticking in all the things. I need to go and find some sari silk for this. Okay, so we did that. Yeah, okay, that works. We got to there. Alrighty. Billy boo, billy boo. Oh, so we did do our first signature. All right. Well, it's going to go about there. Oops. And go further down. Yeah, further down, you get a little bit of the trees. I didn't finish the sentence and I can't remember what I was going to say. So, if it comes back, it'll come back. There are a lot of people who have create words of the year. And I don't know if this is a word of the year or a word of a time frame longer than that. Ooh, that's going to be just cute. And that is equanimity. And equanimity means that you take good and bad with the same level of reaction. Like, huh, a bad thing happened. Huh, a good thing happened. As opposed to being so highly invested in one versus the other. I know this is a lot. I don't think it'll fit. No, it's too chunky. That's a bummer. How about this? Ooh, that might work. There. The other end go there. Oh, come on, all the way around. You're not. Oh, start all over. And that allows me to do what I wanted to do with this, which is sort of opposite end them. If I can. All right, start again. Yeah, so this whole notion of equanimity, I think, is very helpful. Because good and bad is always happening in life, or you know, what we are judging to be one or the other. Ooh, we can maybe some words. Ooh, this is going to be nice. It's sort of a judgment-free idea. But equanimity seems judgment-free is don't do something. Equanimity is do something. And sometimes it's easier just to coach your brain to the positive as opposed to give it a slap upside the head for the negative. So this says, we'll stay among the trees alongside the bridle trail just to make you happy. Oh, yes, please. Whoop. Sorry. I'm distracted by an image here that I will show you in a second because I don't understand it. It goes off. What is this? White chocolate whip. Pot de creme. So this looked to me like it was soup at first. Then it was potatoes, and then it was like a sour cream dip, and I couldn't figure out why you would put a peppermint in it. Okay, we're sorted. We're all right. All is well. I like that page. Oh, this is a good one. And this is the love that. Ooh, sticky. Love. That turned out so good. These little spreads. Love. Where's the next one? Doodly-doo. What were we going to do here? I do not know. We do not need a 20th century sweater stack. You can keep that. This is a flippy. So, then where'd this card go? This can go in like that. Yep. Okay, that's what we'll do. All right, and then we'll worry about that in a minute. So what do I need? I need this. So Rachel's instructions were side, side. Then just on that side of the fold. And that will go in here. Not easily. I wonder if corners are what it needs. And this is kind of a tough card, so I'm going to just curly round. So it needs to go like that. Okay. And that. It's going to be like that. And I do not have a card that is tall enough to go in there at this particular point. I want to do something with that. Let's see if we can just use this as a cover. Some tearing. Oops. There. There. Well, it's just a cover. That's fine, I think. And with this flip out, there's all of these portraits, which also makes some visual sense. I do not trust that glue. I'm going to put a cap on it. I feel like some of my homework needs to be, what does my homework need to be? I need to do end pages, and I need to find some sari silk. Uh-oh. I kind of want to just finish, but I think you and I have been through this much so far that it would be a shame to just say, bye, I'll do this without you. Let's just... We don't have to do that, but we did. Okay. It kind of looks the same. Really interesting. Because there are so many photographs, it kind of looks like an album now that we've put this together, and that's really cool. Okay, we want to do that. Okay, and I want to take some of these endy bendies off. Woo. Whee. There we are. That's just to make it fit a little better. This is paper that is, how did I do that? Oh, I know. So it's coffee filter. And I put markers on it in no particular way, sort of scratch, scratch, scratch. I was using Tombow markers. Not all markers have the same level of ink saturation, and Tombows are pretty inky. And then what did I do then? I squirted everything with water to make the colors run, to make the ink run. And then as it dried, I put on a stencil. And the stencil has the effect of drawing liquid and encouraging a specific kind of movement. And that's how you get this kind of printing that happens. It looks kind of like this kind of dyeing, but not. And that's going to go in there, but not quite yet. And what are you? What are you in your home? You're that, are you? Looks a little better. Is there any words that are wise? It says wanted to explore. Just explore. Because it's got a little, it goes, go explore with a sketch pad. Wow. That took a while. It's okay. Equanimity. If you put it on that corner as well, it gets rid of that really bright spot. There, okay. And then explore. Yeah. Fills that white spot. Okay. This, just to make sure that our glue ends are gluey and not sealy. That's going to go in there. Oh, yum! Well, that's not, I've got glue all over it. Okay. Ooh, okay, so we are, oh, I didn't do this. I'll jam it in there. What we're going to do. Oh, okay, so this is going to be quick shot. That's fine. We don't need to mind. The whole thing hasn't been glued. Okay. Oops. Oops. There. It's so quick after the other one, but I think that's going to be the way it's going to be. Oh, I thought that was paper, and it's not. It was a whole glob of glue. Very unpleasant. Okay, stop fiddling. We need to have some kind of oh, I just cut that tree off. Sorry. Oh, maybe not. It needs to be that tall. Maybe that. It's going to stick out a bit. That'll be fine. Well, we are guaranteed, well, I shouldn't say guaranteed, it is high, because my mom used to not like having declarations of certainty. And she says, you don't know what tomorrow will bring. Which is A, true. But also B, gets in the way of some planning and looking forward to things. There we are, that's, wow. And this is going to say in the undergrowth. Nancy did pretty good for creating some good word snippets here. Nancy Drew. I get a lot of my word snippets from that series of ministries. Yeah, there we are. Oh, I like this. It's such a yummy book. There. Oh, it's just gonna pop in like that. There we are. Okay, moving on. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we want to do this. This is one of the things we want to do. I can just do that. Just a straight up glue. Got bits all over now, and I usually am doing a little bit better job of cleaning up. There we are. Okay. And I want to do that to there. Okay, we can totally do that. And I want to be able to get it sort of right at the letters. give it like a nice big margin. Not a perfect alignment, but good enough. There. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Next one in is this. So I think it's just going to be kind of an easy peasy. She says with possibly way too much confidence. Before I started this journal, I went looking in several thrift stores. You know how you get art books that are, here is Robert Bateman or Picasso or whoever. And I thought for sure that I would be able to get one on Emily Carr, and I couldn't. Sad pants. Otherwise, I would have used some of those images from the book to include here. And instead, I've just used a couple of them from the stamps and the internet. Okay, there we are. Yep. Like this would be a perfect spot to be able to do something like that. Oh gosh. Like when it pops open like that, the pages and then the envelopes that go with it, or is this side going with it, is marvelous. Okay, focus on putting the things in. And I think I wanted to do that. And it's going to be kind of weird. I kind of want to have something a little bit more, just at that, put that in something. Pick a spot, any spot. Okay, we are getting no, we're gonna do that. There. And kind of stick it upside down, which is gonna be fine. But I don't want to I don't want to fight that. Ooh, we're over an hour. This will be our last bit, and there's homework for me. And we will be back because this is kind of like the chilling finale or the exciting finale of will I ever get this finished? Okay, pat, pat, pat. And it goes down this way. This is another example of I made something to start with and then have changed it a couple of different times, and that's okay. Ooh, I don't want to do that. I got to do it on this side because that's watercolor paper. Ah! All right, we're going to go here. Yep. Shoo, fly, that was close. There, okay. we have ooh, this would go really nicely in one of those tall bits. We have some options. Okay, where did my bookmark go? Is this my bookmark? I think this was my bookmark. Okay, so there we are. I have homework. I need to look for some sari silk. I need to look for an insert page type. And I think that is all. And look at us, we're so close. Eee! Look at it, so chunky, so fluffy. Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. Anyways, that is all for now. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Always love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.